Getting in and out of a car shouldn't feel like a negotiation with your joints. If entry hurts, this fixes it. 7 2026 SUVs that make entry effortless, proven in real footage. Simple, comfortable, safe. Whether you're shopping for yourself, your parents, a friend who values accessibility, the right seat height, door design, interior layout can transform day-to-day life. In this video, we'll walk through 7 2026 SUVs that prioritize easy entry vehicles that balance seat height, door aperture, cushioning, safety tech, so getting in and out is predictable and painless. I inspected each model for real-world usability, watching how people move into the seat, how much twist is required getting out, how interior layout affects mobility. We'll cover practical details you can see in footage, where the sill sits, how wide the doors open, how the seats feel, what driver aids reduce strain. The goal is simple: help you make a confident choice for comfort and safety. Stick around, because later I'll highlight the specific features you should test during a test drive. The Honda CR-V, a roomy compact SUV. Moderate seat height makes sitting and standing easier. Picture the CR-V greeting you. The door opens wide. The sill isn't too high. You lower yourself onto the cushion without a big drop. That moderate seat height is the sweet spot. High enough to avoid stooping. Low enough to step into without effort. Wide door openings. And a low door sill aid entry and exit. I focus on the door swing and the sill edge, the unsung heroes of accessibility. Watch someone pivot into the CR-V. There's no awkward hip clearance, no crouched maneuvering. The door aperture really matters when you're carrying a bag, or when you're helping someone else get in. Seats are cushioned and supportive for longer drives. Honda tunes the CR-V for long-distance comfort rather than firm, sporty seating. That reduces pressure points when you sit. The cushion length supports your thighs. The bolsters are forgiving, which matters when you stand up after a 2-hour drive. Honda's suite of safety tech and strong crash ratings give added peace of mind. The CR-V pairs practical dimensions with active safety features, so you're not just getting an easy entry, you're getting systems that reduce driver workload. For someone prioritizing ease and safety, that combination feels thoughtful. If you test drive a CR-V, pay attention to cushion height and how your shoulder interacts with the door opening. Those small interactions define day-to-day comfort. The Toyota RAV4. Known for easy ingress thanks to a comfortable seat height and large door aperture, Toyota engineers clearly prioritized ergonomics here. Swing the door and slide in. The entrance feels deliberate and practical. The RAV4's seat position hits a comfortable middle ground for many body types. Well-padded seats, adjustable lumbar support. That lumbar support is more important than people expect. On longer trips, it prevents lower back fatigue, which makes standing up less painful. The padding is supportive without being overly soft, keeping you stable while entering and exiting. Standard safety features like adaptive cruise and lane assist reduce driver strain. These systems take over sustained focus on highways and in traffic, indirectly easing the physical toll of driving. Less strain behind the wheel means less effort overall during trips. Forester. High eyeline, tall doors simplify getting in and out. Foresters have always been about visibility and utilitarian simplicity. That high seating position means you don't have to climb up or sink down, you just step in. People who value being able to see everything around them will appreciate how the Forester sets you up. Generous headroom and flat cabin floor make movement inside effortless. A flat cabin floor removes the trip hazard inside the car and makes it easy to shuffle feet when entering, especially for those with limited mobility. That generous vertical space also prevents you from ducking or angling awkwardly when getting into the seat. Excellent visibility and active safety systems make it a confidence-building choice. Subaru pairs the physical ease of access with a suite of driver assists like eyesight that reduce anxiety and the need for frantic corrections. That supportive feeling matters when you're thinking about long-term comfort and safety. On camera, I focus on the tall door frames, how someone steps in straight without twisting, and the flat floor revealing toe clearance. These are the visual cues that communicate ease of use immediately. When people try the Forester, they often remark on how natural the motion feels. If you're testing one, bring a small bag or cane and practice stepping in and out at a natural pace. The Forester's layout is forgiving for a variety of users. The Hyundai Santa Fe offers a slightly higher, but reachable seat height, with wide doors for simple entry. Santa Fe aims for a more cushioned ride. That slightly taller perch can make sitting and standing easier. It strikes a sensible balance between SUV height and manageable entry, plush seating, ride comfort, long trip ease. Hyundai tunes the seats and suspension for comfort. So when you sit down, the cushioning is immediately noticeable and forgiving. Over long distances, that softness reduces pressure on hips and lower back, making getting out less of a chore. Strong available safety tech. Driver aids enhance overall security. Active safety helps reduce abrupt moves, making everyday drives less taxing. That peace of mind ties directly into overall ease. I filmed the Santa Fe focusing on the door width, the seat cushioning as someone settles in, and the way the vehicle absorbs curb-to-road transitions. Loading into the seat and the car's composure after you start moving. Those moments communicate comfort. They matter for anyone who values a calm, easy entry and exit. At a test drive, notice knee bend and whether the door sill gives you a helpful foot platform. The Santa Fe leans into comfort-first ergonomics, exactly what many buyers in this segment want. The Kia Sportage, balanced seat height and wide-opening doors help easy transfers. The Sportage hits a middle ground that works for a lot of people. It doesn't feel too tall, it doesn't feel too low. Doors give generous clearance for shoulders, doors give generous clearance for elbows. That balance is an underrated design success. Supportive, well-contoured seats, quiet cabin, improve comfort. Kia has improved its interior noise insulation. Sit and close the door, and there's a calm, composed feel. The seat contours keep you supported, but don't trap you. Helpful if you need to shift when getting in. Modern safety suite parking aids reduce stress in daily use. The Sportage offers helpful parking sensors and driver aids that take the guesswork out of tight maneuvers. These systems make the whole ownership experience gentler. Visually, I show the door aperture, how the seat back supports a range of postures, and how parking aids display on the infotainment during close-quarter maneuvers. These visuals tie seat height and aids to simpler transfers and less fumbling in parking lots. If you try a Sportage, do a quick in and out loop and listen for how the cabin isolates sound while you settle into the seat. That composed atmosphere combined with thoughtful seat geometry is what makes the Sportage feel friendly to a wide audience. The Nissan Rogue. Low step in height, broad door openings make access straightforward. Rogue intentionally leans toward a lower entry point, which reduces the hip lift required to sit. For many users, that decreased vertical travel is the single biggest factor making a car easy to enter. Comfortable seating, good legroom, soft cushioning reduce fatigue. Rogue's interior packaging gives passengers room to position legs without feeling cramped, and the cushion firmness favors all-day comfort. That easier posture means standing up after a drive can feel noticeably better. Advanced driver assists and reliable safety ratings add reassurance. Nissan equips the Rogue with driver aids that help reduce the effort of highway driving and tight maneuvers, and solid safety ratings back up the body's physical comfort with crashworthiness. On camera, I highlight the low sill, the motion of stepping into the cabin, and the space around the knees and hips. Those shots show why a lower step in height matters. Fewer strained muscles, less reach, and a simpler motion when entering and exiting the vehicle. When you evaluate one, pay attention to how your feet clear the sill and how your knees align with the seat edge. The Rogue's approach is practical and direct. Reduce vertical movement and make the interior feel roomy, and those two things add up to a genuinely easier in-and-out experience. The Buick Encore GX. Compact yet senior-friendly, convenient seat height and large doors for easy entry. The Encore GX is smaller than some of the others on this list, but that compact footprint pairs well with careful ergonomic tuning. It places controls within easy reach and makes getting into the seat simple. Soft, comfortable seats and simplified controls aid usability. Buick tends to lean into comfort-first tuning, And the Encore GX's seats reflect that focus. They cushion the body without feeling mushy, and the simplified switchgear reduces fumbling. That's a real advantage if you prefer straightforward interfaces. Buick's comfort-oriented tuning and safety features support a relaxed driving experience. The Encore GX balances a cozy ride with modern safety aids that reduce cognitive load. When you combine that with a seat height that doesn't require a climb, you get a car that invites you to step in. I film close-ups of the door aperture, the way hands find the simplified controls, and the seat as a person settles in. Those visuals underscore the theme. Compact cars can be exceptionally accessible if the geometry and layout are tuned right. The Encore GX is a nice example of that philosophy. If you're considering a compact SUV and accessibility is a priority, bring a checklist: door swing sill height, seat cushion depth, and control reach. The Encore GX deserves a look because it makes thoughtful compromises that prioritize ease of use in a smaller package. Thanks for sticking with me through these 7 2026 SUVs that prioritize easy entry. We've looked at the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, Subaru Forester, Hyundai Santa Fe, Kia Sportage, Nissan Rogue, Buick Encore GX. 7 different takes on the same fundamental problem: how to make getting in and out of a car less of a struggle. Each one solves it a little differently. Your personal needs will determine the best fit. When you go test drive, use the checklist we discussed: door aperture, sill height, seat cushioning. Lumbar support safety tech reduces driver load. Watch people enter and exit in the footage we captured. How a knee clears a sill, how a shoulder passes the door. These are the practical things that matter every day. If this helps you or your family, like and share.